Well, welcome to Marymount High School. I'm David Kola. Let me give you a quick look at my face since nobody's around. I want to show you where my classroom is, so follow me. The bell's ringing. Come on along. And this is where my classroom is. Hi, well, welcome to CP Calculus. Hope you had a little sense of where the classroom is from our quick walk down the hallway. This is a great course. I really love this class. It's a brief overview, introduction to calculus. We will cover pretty much what college course would cover in their first semester of college level calculus. We maybe don't go quite as deep into some of the depth of the concepts, but we're going to give a good overview. Coming out of this class, if you go and are needing to take some math, you definitely would want to take a first quarter calculus again at a college level. But having this background and this foundation would really make that hopefully a real success for them. So let me tell you just a little bit about the class and kind of the big question that comes for most people is, how is it graded and how is it organized during the day? So there's a couple of basic things that take place. We're going to have tests and quizzes. I'm going to give notes and those kinds of things. But one of the key things that I begin to help students with as they begin to transition towards a college environment is I become much more kind of hands-off. I'm not standing over top of them. Did you do your homework? Do you have any questions? And I'm really starting to put some of the ownership of the learning on them. I often will say to them, now is the time for you to take responsibility for your own education. I need for them to drive the education. I need for them to be able to say, hey, you just said this, I don't understand that. I want to try to create an atmosphere of open conversation. Now, normally I love to do kind of lots of group things together where they have opportunities to talk to each other. I got a 5, how'd you get a 6? So that's been kind of put on hold a little bit this year. But I still want to try to encourage that kind of an environment where people feel comfortable to make mistakes. And we talked about that just recently in class, that's a real important part of the learning process. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's really important. So most of their grade is going to come from tests and quizzes, things. I don't collect homework. And so some people are like, don't need to do it. And the reality is that's going to mean they're not going to be very successful. And the reality is that if they don't learn to get past that now, they're not going to be successful in a college environment. So while we're in this maybe a little more nurturing high school setting, I want to give them a little bit of a feel for that and help them to grow into that acceptance of that responsibility. Now, because I don't have a ton of grades, we'll have a test and a quiz, probably each chapter, quiz in the middle typically, and then a test at the end. I build in a couple of things to kind of help with that grade, to help them if they make have a bad grade in something, or an opportunity to kind of recover from that. One of the things I do is what I call board points, and this is pretty much an extra credit situation where after I give a homework assignment, they come in the next day. I may call on 1 or 2 or 3 of them to come and display their work on the board. And the nice thing is this is an Apple TV, so if they have an iPhone, they can just simply literally take a picture of it and then project it up onto the TV. If they don't have an iPhone, I have one, and I will come around and take a picture of that and share that to the screen. And then I want them to explain the problem. The goal of that is to have them think about the problem to a deeper level. When you have to explain something to somebody, you have to understand it more. I learned more math my first year of teaching, I feel like, than I did in college because I had to understand it to a depth to be able to explain it. And so that's what I want to try to do with these board points, is to have them get down deeper. So when they're done with homework, and you say, hey, you done with your homework? They say, yeah. Ask them, could you explain it to somebody? Could you explain this problem to me? Even if you don't understand the math, have them try to explain a problem to you. And if they say, well, I don't, then maybe you don't completely understand the problem. And that's the aha moment I want them to have, is that, okay, I got an answer that's right, but I really don't understand it thoroughly. And those are the kinds of questions that really lead to a deeper understanding. So board points are an important part of the grade, and it's, as I said, kind of an extra credit which can help your grade at the end. The other thing I do for the tests is the very first test of each quarter I call a quality test, lack of a better name. But what I do is, if you don't get an A on that test, you are required to come retake that test again. I want you to figure out what you didn't understand. I don't want you just going, B, good enough, or C, good enough. If there are things you didn't understand, let's figure them out. Math builds, and so if you don't have this week's stuff understood, you're probably going to be struggling a little bit next week. So to keep you from getting in a hole, go back in and figure this out. Now this is kind of that carrot I dangle out there. So you have to come in and retake the test. If you retake it and beat your score, you get the higher score. If you still don't get an A, you don't have to retake it a third time, but you have the option to if you want to. And so with math, it's super easy. I just change a few numbers around, get a whole new test, covering the same topics, because these are the topics I think are important that you need to know. But I can create a new test that's very similar to the old one. If they take it a third time, if they get to the A, then they're good to go. If they still don't get to an A, they get the highest score that they earned, but that's it. The other grade, of course, is going to come from final exams. We have exams at the end of each semester, so you have the first quarter, second quarter grade, and then the exam. Those three things get together to comprise your total grade for the semester. So it's pretty straightforward in that sense. The biggest thing that they can do to be successful in this class is they've got to do their homework, and they've got to talk to me when there's something they don't understand. I want to help out. I'm around before school, I'm around after school. Let me help them out. So it's great to talk to you. I hope we get a chance to actually meet in person sometime. These are strange times for sure. So good to talk to you.